Why I chose Synergies to provide services and meet our requirements for power through solar energy. Basic reason was that about 5-6 years ago, when we decided to use solar energy to meet our requirements, I interviewed various companies, various suppliers, and I found that Synergies was one company which was local, had infrastructure, commitment, and the expertise, local expertise to fulfill our needs. To start with, we decided to have a 30 kilowatt unit put up at our house, mashallah, which has been running for 5-6 years now without a fault. And the service, it has been regularly serviced, and the billing is hardly any because there are more units produced than we consume. So end of the day, it has been a beautiful story. I was then approached by Synergies that we should try them on our industrial units, and before doing that and spending so much money, I decided that let me try how they would provide a service outside Lahore. So I chose 2 of our farms in the southern Punjab to energize the tube wells using solar energy. They installed those plants, and they provide, notwithstanding that it was a long drive from here, those plants ran, and even today are running exceptionally well. So this is what encouraged me to ask them do the major project on our industry. We have one of the largest units of rice in Pakistan, nearly with a capacity of 20 metric tons per hour. It's the most automated unit. The problem that we were facing was that every 1 hour, after every 1 hour, the electricity would go. We had to use generators to make up for that shortage. The net result was, if we were not using generators, which was very expensive on diesel, the labor was being paid twice for the time of work they performed. Plus, on each restart, we would lose a lot of grains which would get damaged or broken, and consistency was affected. In 2018, we decided to go in the first phase of solarization at the mill. Out of 600 kilowatt that was needed, 200 kilowatt unit was installed through with net metering, and mashallah, it ran extremely well. We had uninterrupted power supply during the daytime, and the billing was substantially reduced. There was no power factor damage and extra charges that used to come up. Then about a year and a half ago, we asked them to install the second phase, which was completed beginning of this year. Now with 400 kilowatt running, I think the unit has become efficient. We have reduced the number of labor. We have cut down our costs in comparison to everyone else. We are more efficient, and our profits are a lot higher because we have a good power generation system which is reliable, economical, efficient, and beneficial to the unit. The repair cost of the machines which was damaged because of fluctuation has reduced to by about 80-90%. The extra work involved has also been reduced. Continuing with the policy of the company to have an efficient system, the third phase is now being finalized, which will be installed before the next summer. And we have also noticed that the entire cost of the first phase was paid back within 2 years. So if the huge investment is paid back in 2 years, and for last 2 years we are actually running that electricity part free, we feel that the second phase will be paid back in 1 year because there is a credit coming in from the first phase. So I think this is the most beneficial thing to do, and those who don't have it are suffering and will continue to suffer. I would recommend everybody to use Synergies because I have experienced them on 4 different projects all over Punjab. and they have provided not only good service, after-sale service, and also completed the projects within time, met their commitments, and not in one but in many instances they came up with solutions that whereby the cost of the production of the projects were reduced. Not many companies do that because most of the companies are interested in making more money. With them, I found providing a beneficial system to their customer was their primary or main concern. And thank you, Synergies, for doing a great job.